It's Dated Podcast. Let me tell you something right now. Let me drop one of Dated's bombs real quick. If you got a 401k, I'm in your DMs right now. If you look good right now, if you find shit right now, check your DMs. I'm already in them right now. Yeah. Yeah. No, just check. If you listen to this podcast right now at this exact very moment, and you wonder why your DM's so dry, check the request folder, because I'm in them already 4 days ago, unread. And the fact that you haven't read it is upsetting me right now. Yeah, I'm in your DMs. It's getting warm outside right now. If you're confused, oh, he look good, he seems cool, he's my good vibes. I'm already in your DMs. You dropping bombs on your DMs.
That explosion sound is terrifying.
Yeah,
that's
well,
horrible.
It's time to slide. It's time to slide.
It's time to drop some money.
It's time to
drop in them DMs.
We dropping bombs in the DMs. Hey, beautiful.
Some of them, we don't need all of them. But there's an appropriate way to do that.
I mean,
there's an inappropriate way to do
that. We'll get into that.
Yeah.
Anyways, if you're wondering why your DMs look dry, check the request, because I'm already in there. Hello. It's dating time. Anyways, this is Dated, a show that investigates love. I'm your host, Danny Sellers, and you know what? There's a couple familiar voices on this podcast. Mine, my voice that you hear every week, but then also one of my best friends in the world. It's going to help me investigate love. We're going to solve love today. Make some noise right now for my man Torrance Winder. Torrance Winder, what's happening, my boy?
Woo, 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 woo. We outside. We good, brother. How you doing?
First of all, Torrance, I want you to know that people loved your pronunciation of adult.
Adult?
Adult. I don't know where that's from.
Adult? Yeah.
People love that.
I don't remember where sometimes I say shit. I don't remember where I got that. You're an adult. I don't remember where I got that from. Maybe I made it up or maybe I got it from somewhere. But I say that. I say random stuff. Yeah. And honestly, the more you listen, the more you're going to hear the crazy shit I say. So,
and that's important. That's what's most important about all of this. You know, old black people say mature. My grandma used to say mature instead of mature.
Oh, mature all the time. Yeah.
Mature.
Yeah.
A little bit mature
I don't like to say, like right now over here, I don't like to say like, I said like noon 22, like noon 30. I like to say noon. Yeah.
I must be some Baltimore shit. What?
No,
noon
I don't
22?
know. But I'll be like, oh yeah, it's noon 30. I don't know. I just say that. I don't know why.
That's eclectic.
I did. I be making shit up. That's what this is for. That's what life's about. Have some fucking whimsy, y'all. Have some fun.
It is time to get whimsical. That's why I'm in your DMs heavy already. Early in the morning, 8:30. What's up? You shouldn't really be sliding in DMs before 9:45, but every once in a while you gotta just you top of mind. I gotta see what's popping.
Top of mind is crazy. First thing in the morning is wild. Like, did you even brush your teeth yet? Like, did you take care of yourself yet?
You on my mind. I'm scrolling. You on my mind. Last night you was on my mind. I said, I
woke up, turned over. Oh, I have to say hello to fine shit. That's crazy to me.
Or I followed you. You followed me back as I was asleep. You followed me back into sleep. Morning DM for breakfast. Good morning.
Morning DM for breakfast. I hate that.
Good morning, Queen. Grand Rising, Queen. We're gonna get into the DM etiquette in a second because I feel like some shit. It's a slick science. Anyways, current events. Get into some current events. This past week, if you're listening to this on a good Monday where we dropped the episode, the NFL draft was this week. Let me tell you right now, man, as someone who's been around athletics, professional athletes, most, if not all of my life, if you're looking for a nigga that just got drafted, a couple of things. One, if their name wasn't called on that first day, you might as well go hang out with a regular nigga. Go find you a regular good nigga, because the chances of that person being rich is I don't even know if it's 50-50.
Danny's putting y'all on game right now. This is kind of,
you know what I'm saying. If his name wasn't called on last Thursday, do the research. Do a Google Chat GPT. When was this nigga drafted? If he's in your DMs heavy. If it wasn't last Thursday, just wait a second. Hold on, wait a second, madam. you might like the guy. He might be a good guy, but just wait a second because it's a chance. It's gonna be a nice 2-3 year run. Now you're back at Enterprise. Now you're gonna be back in my DMs talking about some Danny. How's it been the past 2 years? I'm gonna be like, well, sorry, I've been building my career and having a decent credit score. No, I'm talking shit. That was too much. I might cut that. Second thing, really. I know. So I'm also not even that cool, I guess. But the second real thing beyond the NFL draft, shorties, let me tell you something. If you are dating a football player, or you like a football player slides into your DMs, right? And you see on his profile, NFL pro, former NFL player, when you see his pictures, if he has no pictures, one in a stadium with a crowd, or no pictures beyond September 1st, he's not an NFL player. He was in a practice squad, preseason squad, undrafted free agent. That nigga was making a couple $1,000s a week. He's not an NFL player. The amount of motherfuckers I see, NFL, former NFL, and it's pictures from July till August 29th when they get cut on the practice field. My boy, congrats, you got far. You got far.
And they get paid something.
They get paid a little something. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Tens of thousands of dollars. Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
If you're undrafted, you might get a little 100, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, little check, 100. Baby girl.
But after taxes, that's kind of bringing you.
So I'm saying it's levels.
Okay.
I didn't want to have to tell you this, baby girl, but I'm just giving you the honest.
Baby girl. Yeah.
He's going to be at Enterprise in 2 weeks. Damn. As a management trainee. It's a good program. It's a phenomenal program. But he don't play for the Chargers. He doesn't play for the Chargers. He doesn't play for the 49ers. He was there for 8 days last summer with a roommate in a hotel.
Stop, please. Stop.
Covering kicks.
I didn't know all this. This I didn't know.
I'm not hating. I just want my baby girls that will listen to this to know that I care about them and don't get caught up. If you got the nigga that you like, he's a associate lawyer, nigga in med school, a sales manager. Stay with Jonathan. He's consistent.
Don't let the glitz and the glam of having former NFL in that caption.
Free agent or NFL free agent. No, he works
in that bio.
In that bio
trip you up. Because if you ain't heard of him before,
he works at Dick's Sporting Goods. If free agent, no, he's a high school wide receiver coach. If I've never told you something, I've told you something. What we say, Torrance? This show isn't about being right. It's about being, what do you say? It's not about being right. It's about being wrong. I don't know. I'd be making shit up on the fly. Anyways, Torrance, I'm sorry. I haven't let you talk. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm all right.
I kind of came kind of hot, and I'm sorry for that.
You came in hot, but again, you've been, you played football all your life. This is like, this is your territory. I'll let you do your thing. I don't know shit about this world enough to comment on it and to bring any type of insight into it. So I'm gonna let you, ladies, he's right. I'm gonna just say that.
He's right. Ladies, he's right.
Ladies, he's absolutely right.
Other current events, speaking of football, this Mike Vrabel thing is crazy. Essentially, Mike Vrabel, coach of the New England Patriots, allegedly has an entanglement with a former reporter. And Torrance, I brought that up, and the reporter has since left her company, and it's a conflict of interest. Like you have a fiduciary responsibility as a reporter to kind of tell the truth and seek the truth, whatever. So there's a conflict of interest, and you don't disclose that. It's tough. What I really want to ask you: have you ever talked to, dated, slept with, kissed a coworker? And if you haven't, well, I'll just ask that question, then I have my part two.
Yes.
What? You whore. That's crazy. You dirty dick nigga. That's disgusting.
Oh, wow. That's what that makes me? It makes me a whore because I have engaged in
pornography.
Consensual engagement with a coworker. That's not a problem. I don't know what this that.
So you're a sex worker. So you're really a sex worker in a new sense. You bring a new. It's a new new meaning to sex work.
Okay.
Wow.
Exactly. That's crazy. Okay. No, that's actually horrible. That's crazy. No, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Were y'all equal? Like who had more control?
Control sounds. That's now we're going to a different location. There was no control involved. Okay. There was no power dynamics involved. We were just consenting adults having a good time.
So you at the water cooler giggling and shit, like in the meetings and shit. You go in. I'll go in 30 seconds later. You go in. I'll take you to school. Oh yeah, I'll take you to work. But you go in, but then just wait in the car a little bit. And then I'll go in.
Just wait a couple seconds and then.
That's crazy. Damn, I've never done it. I mean, I was in a relationship for most of my corporate experience.
That's true. That's very true.
Like my first
here's
job.
The thing.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, when you single, it's just like, so, like, where am I meet you? In the streets, on an app, at work. That's where I'm at most of the time.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not against it. I just have more morals than you, and I wouldn't do it.
Oh, you slut! That's a lie.
No, I just don't have a corporate job in that sense. My job is remote, and it's like creative, and so for me to fuck a coworker would be kind of limited and awkward because I don't have. I'm not around that many. You know what? I just lied. Sorry.
Did you lie? Did you just lie to everybody on this bitch?
Yes. Yeah.
Because you just lied to everybody, pretended that I made it seem like that I was a whore when you, in fact, are the pot calling the kettle Negro black. That's crazy.
Black as the pit. But we don't, but it's a big company, a big, large, vast company, and we don't. It's just we have no overlap. Like a big, massive. It's like you're talking about 10,000 employees. You fuck one of your coworkers, so be it. We have no interaction. No.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. I thought you was like in the cubicle next to somebody cracking your fucking.
No. We weren't. There was no like, oh, my boss is. I'm going to my bosses. Like what?
Like somebody on your team. Even somebody on your team. Like you have a boss.
No, they weren't my. No, they weren't my
reports.
team.
You cracking one of the direct report.
No, I don't. Ew, yuck.
Okay.
Yuck.
Well, don't act like. I forgot. I lied. But it's like very distant. Like it's not even. My shit is like totally different.
That's
so my wholeness is deleted in that kind of way.
Because your wholeness, it can. Your wholeness, it can get deleted. It can be deleted.
Let me tell you something.
I just feel like your wholeness can be deleted. I
wasn't gonna say this, but this is the truth. It's getting warm outside. All right. Some of the wholeness, some 4:35 sunset wholeness no longer exists. If we was fucking when it was getting dark at 4:48, that doesn't roll over until 8:59 darkness sunset. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I do understand what you're saying. It's still light out now at that 4:50 time frame. So by properties,
dick properties, I can't guarantee that we can do what we was doing when it was 18 degrees and dark at 4:17.
I just came to dance for y'all. That's it. I don't.
Yeah. Everything has changed now. That's unfortunate for both of us, right? We probably had a good time, but at this point in my economic infrastructure, we can't do that because it's not getting dark until 9:08 at this moment.
Yeah. There's still so much to do.
That's the truth. I had a last thing, I guess. I had a just revelation around dating. Maybe this is a little too serious, more of a pivot. But we were talking before we got on the mic about just dating in general, and this era of dating. I feel like, and let me know how you feel about this. I'm so locked in on my dreams right now that I've tried to like go into things kind of earnestly and do I'm gonna try to date this person and get to know them and all this kind of shit. But I do really, truly feel like when you're on a real specific, direct path in your life that you want to go, your dreams, your goals, whether it be your dreams or financial goals or whatever it is, if someone's not like directly on that path with you, not to say they're on the same path, but like supportive of that path, right? Like I'm on a straight road. Are you a nice, easy, efficient rest stop where I can just go, get some M&Ms, take a piss, and keep going, or and rest and decompress? Or are you like the Chick-fil-A 4 blocks down the exit, but it's like Chick-fil-A at this exit, I gotta go 8 minutes in one direction and sit in line and then go back.
This scenario is actually my favorite I think you've ever said before. That's fucking hilarious. Are you?
You know what I'm saying though?
I know,
when you
but
on
I
that
do
path,
get what you mean. Yeah, when you're on the journey.
It's nothing better than find like a nice rest stop. Oh, bet. Boom, boom, boom. It's clean. Bathrooms clean. Use the
It's
bathroom.
right. Oh, clean bathrooms on a rest stop. No, I
Check
get
my
what you mean.
phone.
I do.
You know, little Buc-ee's or something. Oh, they got snacks. Oh, it's lit. Boom, right back on.
I do think that there is like, and not to make it too deep either, but to answer the question, I do think that there is like alignment when it comes to just like deciding to take the time away from the things that I have to do for myself to then do that, to do this with you. Like,
absolutely.
I ain't got time for this shit. I barely got time to do the shit that I need to do. So me doing that is me not doing the work that I got to do for me. So
it's a direct correlation to time.
Yeah. Yeah. It ain't got nothing to do with you. It's all me. If we're honest, it really is me. Cause this is what I am. Cause if I wasn't doing all this, I probably would be like, you know what? If I probably didn't need to get to my destination as quickly as I need to, I would stop and go and do that roundabout way and go to Chick-fil-A and do it that way. I would do that.
Yeah. And it's just tough because I think people also think that they're down for that. Like the idea of a journey seems cool, right? Everybody likes a good road trip until you're that bitch in this hour 7 of 13 and we're in the middle of Idaho. It's just straight. It's no sexy, whatever. Like that part isn't fun. It's fun when you driving up the coast of California and it's the beach and
beautiful and it's the sun is shining. You see the reflection. You see the birds and the fucking boats. And shit. You're like, oh, this is
But when it's raining and you in Indiana driving straight, it's miserable. You scrolled Instagram for an hour straight. There's nothing else to talk about. So
we're in for a rough time, guys. We're in for a rough time.
You know what I'm saying?
This is a journey that like you got to be down for the shits, and I think you have to be, again, like you said. If I'm dating somebody, if I'm pursuing you in this space, you have to be, and it's not even like you not being worth it. It's just that you have to be in alignment with where I'm headed and where I'm going, whether that's for the long term or even for the short term, to understand that, hey, I ain't got that much time, or hey, I actually got shit I gotta do. This ain't my best self for you right now.
Bruh, I feel like the past like 2-3 years, I feel like, when you're on like those old shooting games and your energy bar is like low as you go to the next level. So my energy bar is not all the way there. And I do feel like I'm in a very flight mode. And the last thing I'll say on it is having some of these experiences dating and pursuing my shit is recently made me like really appreciate some of the shorties that I've dated in the past who were really down for me. Yeah. Like even through my bullshit, even through moving, even through just not being able to follow through, it's like made me like, damn, let me hit her up, see how she's doing. Just because like sometimes all you have is friendship, right? When you don't, whether it be proximity or whatever, just to hear a familiar voice to be like, damn, she really does fuck with me in a way that maybe I didn't appreciate or just timing just wasn't right.
Yeah, I mean, again, my big thing and my big combatant to that experience, because I'm in it right now, like I'm doing 1,000,001 things right now, is communication. That's the least that I can give you. That's the very least. It don't take me long to send a message saying, hey, actually, I'm tied up here. A lot of shit happening. They had crazy like layoffs at work. Hey, look, this is a crazy week for me. You might not hear from me for a while because I'm dealing with so much stuff. And on top of that, dealing with other stuff in like life wise. So I got a lot of shit I got to do. Like there's a lot of stuff I got to figure out. So it was nothing for me to send that message out. Like, hey, sorry. This is what's happening. And I may not get back to you when you would like me to, because there's so much happening and there's so much going on. And that's the best that I can do right now, is to communicate with you what's happening in my world so that you don't feel like, oh, I'm being disrespectful, I'm being rude, I'm being any of these things. No, a lot is happening right now. So much that I can barely keep up with myself. And the people that I know and I trust and I love and I care about, those are the people I'm rocking with right now, because that's safety. Right? Like, you're somebody that I'm getting to know. I don't know you fully yet. We're getting there. It's so much to sort of give all that.
I used to work on this podcast with Debbie Brown. I can't remember what the name of it was, but she would talk. She's a podcaster, personality, wellness personality, spirituality kind of personality. And her like log line was being a soft place to land. Like, you know, that podcast, the content she was making, that was the goal, to be a soft place to land. I think about that in relationships, like, whoever I'm dating, whether it's we are just trying to fuck once a week, or we trying to be each other's person, or we don't even know yet, we just like talking to each other on the phone. It's like, when all the chaos is going on in the world, can you be a soft place to land, to talk about my problems, to like hear your problems, to talk about a creative thing, to talk about something, whatever it is. I think that is such an underrated part of dating that we don't explore enough or value enough. Because I think so many of us are going into dating like, what can this person give me? What is my list? What are my icks? What are my things? And not focusing on like, when I talk to this person, do I have unconditional comfort when I talk to this person? Am I still fighting the world when we converse, when we meet, when we fuck, when we, you know, whatever, get a cup of coffee or something? I don't know. It wasn't mean to draw it out that much, but I just been thinking about that a lot lately with my revelation around dating. Is like, I'm not in like a devaluing or decentering women place, because I just have an addiction. But it is but it is something that I'm like, I'm running my race, and if you're in a convenient pit stop along that race to help me have peace, and I can also provide peace for you, right? Yeah. Then it ain't gonna work. Anyways,
it's not gonna be a thing. Yeah.
A new segment that I want to introduce. You wanted to introduce this. That is a brilliant idea.
Yeah, y'all, and I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one, but I get the craziest messages on these dating apps.
And that was Sam Smith said.
Instagram.
No, not the only one.
That's exactly what he said. And the reality is, I know y'all get crazy DMs. I get crazy DMs.
I mean, I'm sending crazy ones too.
Yeah, and Danny's sending them. So I just, my bad. So I think, you call me? So I think it is only appropriate that, because people have the audacity to send me the crazy shit that they say, I want to share it with you all.
Please. I want to hear what's.
Because I haven't shared these with Danny's yet, because some of them are really crazy. I'm going to read 2 that I got this week.
Okay.
The first one reads, bet you have a nice gooch.
What?
Yeah.
Off the dribble?
Yeah. No. Oh, let me be very clear. These are introductory messages. These are messages these are just that. No prior communication or prior anything. I should have prefaced that. This is just the first message that you sent me was, bet you have a nice gooch.
He's probably sitting there like, I'm gonna hit this nigga with the gooch one. Like,
I'm gonna hit him. First of all, why are you whatever happened to hello?
Yeah,
How are you? My name is. What happened to that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Off the
dribble is crazy, because even if you're a freak boy, you get that off in like message 3 or 4 or 5, like, so anyway,
something like that. You know, like not
once
even
you know
no
you have
introduction.
some motion.
Like a little bit of something. So I reply, because I like to reply to these funny things.
I was about to say, that's crazy.
I reply with a GIF. Of Walter White from Breaking Bad when he says, "You're goddamn right." So I reply.
So you're the
So I reply
problem.
with that.
No,
Because
you're the problem.
no, I'm not the problem. I'm the solution. What do you mean? I'm not a problem at all. I'm answering your question. You asked, you said, I bet you do have one. And you're goddamn right I do. Because
I thought you was gonna
why
call the
would you
police
talk
on this
to me
nigga.
like
You
this?
gave your address. You
I didn't give him anything.
He's
I
gonna
gave
kill
him
you.
nothing. I gave him nothing. All I did was confirm what he said. I bet you do. You're goddamn right I do.
That is a
Here's
serial
another
killer.
one. Here's another one. This one is, we're just gonna read it. Get paid $140 to come over, get in bed opposite me, place sneakers into my face, neck, upper body, and scratch name all over me. Do for 70 minutes. Hit me up if down. Text and then send me a number.
So, just at least I appreciate the attention to detail.
Yeah.
Very detail oriented. I mean, he's once again serial killer.
I'm telling you exactly what I want you to do to me.
And
I don't
the
think-
thing is, it's efficiency. So if you know, all right, I'm going to send that same exact message, copy and paste to 12 freak boys.
That's a number.
1 to 2 are going to be like, thank God you hit me. Actually, thank you for
$140. Let's do it.
I think
Let's get
people
it on and
are
popping.
going to say yes to that. It's a volume game. At that
Yeah,
point, if
it
you're
really
on that
is.
kind of freak
It's
shit, it's a
numbers.
volume game.
It's a numbers thing. So again, I don't, and that's what I want to be clear. I don't feel special to get these messages. I feel offended. I feel offended because what the hell is wrong with everyone? What's wrong with everyone out there? So yeah, I think we should. I really want to have
DMs of the week.
sort of some DMs of the week. I would love
Yes.
to integrate this into the pod because I feel like I know that I'm not the only one that gets the most insane messages, and I know that there have been crazier ones out there. So if you do have crazy ones, please do not hesitate to send those over to the Dated Podcast.
Yeah, please.
Because,
We'll make some posts. DM us for now.
Yeah.
We'll probably make some posts to, or update our submission questionnaire or our listener questions to submit the DMs. But feel free to DM us, screenshots, whatever, if you don't care about being anonymous.
Black out what you want to block out, like do all that. But until then, I have a slew of just absurd, and I screenshotted them over the years. So it's going to be very easy for me to be like, oh, like go back. When I say years, I mean years. Oh my goodness.
Sickening.
It's
That's
so
sickening.
because I was like, for some reason, this doesn't need to leave this place, and I'm so glad that I saved them because I'm gonna have content forever. Yeah,
I have some weird ones. Off that clip that went kind of crazy for us, women in their 30s, I got some strange ones for sure, but nothing like too crazy. I have to look. I'm not prepared. I need to go dig deep and look. There's this one dude who I think is gay who like DMs me a lot. And I'm like, brother, I like girls. Why are you DMing me this every other day? Like, what's up, bro? Like, fire, bro. Just like, you're wasting your time.
I think that everyone's like, look, I'm gonna shoot my shot, and if you don't tell me no,
I would not
know?
DM a lesbian like, damn, you look good. Damn, you look fine. Oh, damn. Unless you're like my homegirl, who I'm just like giving a platonic compliment.
a compliment to, and like just that,
What's
whatever.
the point?
Sometimes people, there's hope for some out there.
This last thing I'll say on the DMs though, I do feel like dating apps are less needed. Like, we talked about this earlier. It's going to be a Hennessy summer. We're on dark cognac this summer.
1,000%. Bring back the Hennessy to the people.
Open chest shirts, Hennessy open chest shirts. Yeah. And the third is Instagram DMing. Enough dating apps. We get it. It's algorithmic. It's weird. It's kind of all made to make you pay for things. Let people see the real you and DM off the strength, off the dribble on Instagram. That is my charge to all my daters out there listening to this podcast. Slide. Okay. It's time to slide. I've had some good conversations off the Instagram DM slide. It's great. We know we have more context as to who you are. I can see your vibe. I can see if we have mutuals. I can see if I shouldn't hit you up because we have some weird mutuals. Oh, I've already had sex with that girl. They're friends. Let me chill, or vice versa. It just
I can be like, hey, I see you follow them. Who's that?
That happened to me.
What's their vibe?
That happened to me a couple weeks ago. Shorty, I was that I had interactions with, an entanglement with.
Slut.
Ask me.
I'm sorry.
Well, first of all, that's done now. Also, I didn't tell you.
You just told me?
Dick is closed.
Before?
Yeah. Click is,
yeah.
In pre-production,
closed.
but now even in post-production,
Yeah.
dick is closed.
Yeah.
It's closed, dog. It's closed. It's closed. It's
Close the
for
doors.
the holidays. Yeah, close the doors.
Close the doors.
I'm telling you, what I was doing when it was getting when it was getting dark at 4:32, that dick is closed.
Yeah. No more. No more. No more.
This
No
is
more.
summer. It's SPF summertime dick. We're not doing that. No. But yeah, send us your DMs, please. All right. The discussion of today, the topic of the day, the debate, the investigation of today. I'm a comedian. If you're listening to this, you didn't know this. I'm a stand-up comedian based here in New York, and Torrance, has worked in music and works in marketing in LA, based in LA. And for me specifically, working in entertainment, not just for my career, my goals, but also my day job is also in entertainment and creative. You have these conversations where people's names precede themselves, positively or negatively. Oftentimes, there's a lot of negative talk that happens about people behind the scenes, about their morality and actions, specifically around men around women oftentimes. And that's really, I guess, the main space I want to dive into this conversation is as guys, and maybe we can have jumping off points, but as guys who have other guy friends that are gay, straight, indifferent, whatever, the role that the quote unquote good guy should play in the calling out or keeping people accountable in these spaces. To Torrance's point, Torrance fucks his coworkers all the time, but there's an HR department. So eventually,
that's not what I said.
You told everybody, you told a million people on the podcast already.
I did.
You just said it.
No, you said it. You just said
you
that.
were just like, yo, I fucked my coworker. I fucked the shit on my coworker.
Don't. That.
Remember that? You was like, I'll be fucking the shit on my coworker. I said, whoa, Torrance. You
No,
never
never said that.
You were
No.
like, well, I don't care.
Let's just move on before I curse you on this.
He said, I don't care. I'll be fucking the shit on my coworker. Anyway. I was like, all right, if you want to keep that in, we can keep it in.
Sure.
No, but I do think that there is. I get conflicted, whether it be, someone that you know personally, or even you're a fan of somebody and you like Chris Brown and Usher, they're on tour, and it's like, oh, should you be reporting and speaking out against that? I think specifically with comedy, there's people that. There's established comedians, levels. There's established comedians that are doing a certain amount of things and have a certain amount of motion that can tour or whatever. And then there's people that are below that. And there's levels to even touring, but there's people that are below that are trying to break through, like myself. I might go on the road here and there, but I'm not headlining on a consistent basis. And it's not even always about talent. It's just about opportunity, execution, and all that kind of stuff. But there's a weird power dynamic and even desperation when these people that are in my position lower or parallel to those people that are in high places that don't call out things when bullshit happens because of the desire to have an opportunity. Examples, this person can bring me on the road, or I'm a manager of this person. They pay my bills, or I'm a peer of this person. We're on the same show. And if I call it out, our show might end. And I think we're in a real moment of morality where it's not cancel culture, but it's like standing on your morals that we need to really, I think, tighten up as a culture. And I can specifically speak to me being a man, a nigga, about it, because I'm never going to be in a position where my morality is going to come secondhand to my actions. Whatever I'm comfortable with morale wise, whether it be, I'll put it simple like this. I don't want to beat around the bush. There's comedians that are known to be freaky in a non-consensual way, right? There's allegations and weird shit like that. And there's people that, if I know this, there's no way that you as his friends don't know this. So for you as his friend to decide to hang out with this nigga, I look at you weird. I look at him weird too, but also look at you weird because you chose and choose to hang out with this weird ass nigga. Even if those allegations were 3-4 years ago. If any of my close friends were known to be on some weird creep shit, we not friends no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want to have that on my jacket of like Danny and the Freak Boys are weird. So I don't want to come over to his house or, kick it or be on his show. That's disgusting to me. But I want to get your take on this and like how has it manifested in your career, life? Have you cut people off for weird shit like that before?
The short answer is hell yeah.
Okay.
I will do it without blinking. I know what you are capable of. I know what you have done to people that I don't know, people I do know. I'm not about to, put anybody specifically on blast because that's not that's not what this is for. But there have been multiple people who I've had to be like, you're absolutely incorrect here. Like, you are fucked up. That's some awful stuff to say / do to anybody. And for that heinous behavior to even like the thought to even come to your mind is a sickness and you need help. And I am not equipped to help you. Nor am I equipped to deal with any of this shit. Because I don't want no parts of this. None at all. Right. So I will easily, quickly, without question, drop somebody who literally does things that is like, oh, you're harming people. You're doing things.
So question then, off of that pivot point then, what role do you have to call it out? Of course, this podcast is short. We don't have to do that. But whether it be your friend group or professionally, whatever the situation is, this person is shitty, right? And you've now decided to remove yourself from the situation.
Yeah.
What role do you have as a guy, or girl, whatever, to then maybe potentially inform the community, not conform the community, just move on? Like, what
I think that a part of me, what I like, I can say how I've moved in the past. I will confront them about it, right? Talk to them directly. Like, you're not going to have me on the wrong side of history, right? Am I going to go on a crusade to burn you at the stake? No, that's not. That's just not how I move. Now, if someone asks me a question, I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
Oh, you used to. What happened with y'all? Y'all not cool no more. They were weird. They was doing weird shit. I don't do that. That's not the life that I live. So I immediately cut them off as soon as I found out that they were doing some stuff and were moving a little shady. Like, what do you mean? Well, I mean, I'm not trying to start no rumors or nothing, but I mean, there have been some reports about stuff. So if you want to look it up, you can.
Yeah.
But I don't. That's not my kind of vibe. So I distance myself because I don't want any parts of that. That's horrible, right? Like, I won't necessarily go on a blow horn or do whatever if it's not like directly affecting me and mine in that way. Because that's like, I'm not trying to blow up my world and my life and add more drama and mess to my shit. Right. But you won't have me on the wrong side of history. That's just at the end of the day. There's
a real level of even potential, whether the word be trauma or stress that comes from I have to publicly out this person actively and field questions and get details and like maybe I wasn't even in that specific scenario, so now I'm like going off a second hand.
It's not my burden. That's not my story to tell. It isn't my story to tell at all.
I do understand that part, but in entertainment and the lowish level that I'm at, whatever. But I do think it is important to your point specifically about when things come up. Be like, hold on. Don't hire that guy for, there's a little bit of a tongue in cheekness, and maybe that's not right in the space. Maybe we should be more outwardly like, nigga, on the milk carton, freak boys, beware. But
I think it goes to the owner. I think it goes to the people in positions of power to make those big decisions to then decide that this is what it's going to be. Like you said, we're in a sense, I am your peer. I'm not somebody. If I had a business though, right? If I had a business and it was like, if I owned a comedy club and it was like, oh, this person is known for doing X, Y, Z. I'm not booking this.
But I guess that's the thing though, because in entertainment, you might not own the studio, but like I might be an EP on the show. I might be booking the show. I was literally with some comedians last week, and we were just talking about a show that this person was doing, and the freak boy's name came up, and she went to the EP, was like, "Yeah, don't hire this nigga. He's like a freak. He's a freak boy. He's a
let me know."
And that person didn't know that, and so they were like, "All right, he's probably gonna take care of it." But like, I think as peers, sometimes we have more power than we think we do, and I think it's just being vocal in whatever way makes the most sense is still important. Like I think just saying nothing is bad, right? Like, but I do understand the plight of like one being a victim and or being like a quote unquote whistleblower. It can also fuck up your own career. You weren't the one doing the freak boy shit, so it's like, how do you do it in a way in an industry that is kind of inherently low key wicked, high key wicked? How do you do it in a way that still somewhat preserves you, but also gets rid of the nasty shit? But at the same time, it's like, do I even want to participate in this wicked situation that allows this kind of stuff?
I think it's a level of discernment when it comes anyway. I don't think there's a right or wrong way to approach it. I think protecting yourself is the most important thing, and making you feel safe and making you feel comfortable in the space. And if you're like, this person being here is actually going to fuck me up, or like I'm not going to be able to do this, or I don't want this person around me ever again or anytime at all, I'm going to say something. Right. Yeah. If I'm at an event, if I'm at a music event or whatever, because, they don't give a damn about things in music. They'll do whatever. They'll do, say, God, the things that have occurred out here musically, trying to pursue this shit. It's absolutely crazy. But like, if I'm at an event and I'm about to perform and there's an event that's coming up and I find that somebody who is actually harming people or have harmed someone that I know or is whatever, I'm like, look, I'm not participating in this because of this reason. This is why I won't be there. If you choose to keep them, then I won't be there. And that's okay. It's perfectly fine. But this is what there's a stance, like you said. I think there's a stance that you can take that protects your peace and also is informative in that way. But I think that also one thing that pisses me off sometimes is when people say, well, I didn't see this, or this wasn't my experience. And it happened. I've heard that a couple of times where this comedian was opening up for this freaky ass comedian. Chris D'Elia, comedian in LA. He's known to be like a creepy ass dude. And a friend of mine was like, this dude was like, well, I haven't experienced that. He's been cool to me, whatever. It's like, motherfucker, sure, you as a grown ass man, he might not be trying to fuck you now or whatever, or you might not have seen it at this moment. But there's plenty of. It's like saying a crackhead. I never saw him do crack. Well, he's a fucking crackhead still. Look, his teeth are missing. He's nodding off at dinner. Yeah. You might not saw him do crack or fentanyl or shoot up, but he's a dope head. Like some people are high functioning. Maybe they're, at a certain level of addiction or creepiness, people are good at hiding it, and they leverage the power and some manipulation to make sure shit doesn't blow up in front of their face. So even that whole experience of, well, I didn't experience this. It feels so deflating, and it came up with a lot of the Diddy stuff too, whether it be like Usher or like Young Miami or whatever, talking about like, well, I didn't see this. It's like, once again, dog. One, are you telling the truth? Everybody's saying everything. Yeah.
Are you even telling the truth? One. Second of all, just because that's not your truth doesn't mean that this person isn't still a sick person. And it's just disappointing sometimes. And then I think pivoting too, we were talking about this with friendships and stuff and accountability. How does that manifest in your life, Torrance, with like keeping friends accountable outside of maybe just like work specifically, but I think about like career and like ethics and like relationship stuff when you have conversations with friends over and over and over again, and then as the friend you're hearing, it's like, I feel like you're kind of becoming a broken record. Let me actually push back on that, because that's hard too. That breaks up a lot of friendships.
I'm okay with a friendship breaking up.
Tell me more.
I'm okay with that. If we're having a conversation and we're talking about something that is, again, from the perspective of holding someone accountable or someone holding me accountable for something that I did that I didn't recognize or whatever, and I'm not like,
even if it's not bad, like you might not have done something bad. You just might be bullshitting.
For example, like what would you mean? Like,
all right, a couple examples. One, you're in a relationship that's shitty. Your partner is does the bare minimum. You and me talk about this nigga every week before we record, hypothetically. And after 6 weeks in a row, you talking about this nigga not being shit. I'm like, Torrance, fuck your partner. You're enabling the bullshit. You need to leave.
Yeah, but here's the thing. That to me is beautiful. That's how you're supposed to talk to me. That's how you're supposed to talk to my friends. That's how I talk to my friends. And that's the community that I fostered, right?
Sure.
First of all, I doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result is the definition of insanity. And that's not how I live and that's not how I operate. I will tell you, hey, you said this to me 3 times. You know something is wrong. Either do something about it or love it. Learn to love it. Right? And then that's it for me. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. I don't want to hear it a bunch of times over and over again. I'm like, but you love it. Because I'm literally going to say, but you love it. No, I don't love it. Then why are you staying? Like that. There has to be a one-to-one for me, right? So for me, with relationships and friendships and stuff like that, I'm not around goofy people. I call them goofies. I'm not around goofy movie ass people because I don't have the time for it. Life is hard. Yeah. Life is difficult. I don't do goofy shit. No. So if you're choosing to make your life harder by staying in a situation, like you said, maybe it's nothing bad. Maybe it's just like a conversation and you're holding them accountable for like, hey, I see you doing this thing. Shut the fuck up. Or break up with them. Like, you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, I think it's important to speak up. Because like some people are haters and they'll speak up about some shit and it's like, your opinion is kind of bad. But I do when I do talk to friends on my phone or whatever, I try to just like think about their problems from a not like an unexperienced, but like an unbiased perspective. Because I guess you're going to have bias, but you still need your experience to like give it proper advice. And like we're all of our friends, right, in our early 30s-ish, give or take. And career stuff is important, right? Some people are really excelling. Some people are stalling. Some people are changing and pivoting or in a pivot. And getting that real proper advice, I think, is so important. And like it's needed. And as we get older, even at work, my ability to bullshit and like fake the funk is becoming non-existent in a way that is kind of scaring me.
It's getting rough. It's getting tough out there. It's getting hard.
In a lot of different scenarios, things that I used to be able to tolerate with, like I said, work, dating, neighbors, whatever it is, I'm becoming an old grumpy black man in a way that I'm like, ooh, this is a little bit too early.
Yeah. No,
33, I shouldn't be this pissed off about people annoying me.
I just think that when you've done and you've dealt with so much bullshit, and I think that in the generation that we're in, we don't have to tolerate this shit. We don't have to sit through this. We don't have to. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to put on code switch. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to. Those are things that I felt like previous generations had to do in order to survive and to make it and do whatever. Especially black people. So I get it. I get why, you know, our parents were able, or because they felt like they had no choice but to do it for so much longer and to do it in such a way, you know, our parents' generation of just like, I gotta bend, I have to do this before I gotta be careful, I have to be this, I gotta be that.
It's not even that. It's not even like, for me at this point in closing, it's not even like a desire. It's like an inability. And that's what's scary about it. Because it's getting tough. If I could just do it, then I would just do it. But I'm getting to a point where I have to be my authentic self all the time. At work, on Slack, in Zooms, on a date.
Or I say nothing at all. And then you're sitting there and you're like, oh, what's wrong? Like that. Yeah. And then I'm like, nothing. I have nothing to say. Yeah. Because if I do say something, you're not going to like it. Right. You're not going to enjoy anything that I have to say.
All right. Well, let's get into our last segment of the day. Let's do it. So I dated. Every week, our listeners send us questions, comments, concerns about dating that we investigate. I guess we never came up with a verdict, but the previous segment, but in general, just make sure that you keep people accountable and speak up. Don't be a fucking bitch. Yeah. Speak up.
Hell yeah.
But all right, anyways, yeah, so Torrance, So I Dated segment every week. People send in questions, comments, concerns about love, Torrance, you have I think we have a short and sweet one this week, right?
We do. A really nice, short, and sweet one. Sorry, my neighbor's the loudest people in the world right now.
Lily White, tell them this. Shut the fuck. It's Black History Month. Please tell them shut the fuck up.
It's always Black History Month around here. Ha ha! This question reads, the biggest challenges with long distance, and is it worth it for creatives specifically? Interesting.
Whoo! This is hitting home for me. This is kind of close.
Okay, let's talk about it. How we
I think long distance is tough. I'm not a long distance person. All right? I'm trying to crack something. We together. I'm trying to crack.
Freak. Because you're a freak.
No, that's not true. I'm in a committed, loving relationship. We're consensually cracking on some chill shit. So yeah, I need to. It's Tuesday randomly. It's cracking time. The Power Rangers. It's time to crack up. So I think that is. I'm a physical touch person. I like simply being able to see, feel, touch, look at you. Damn, she got a fat ass still. That's just still fat in the kitchen. That's crazy. You get up out of the bed. Let me tell you something. Rule number one is to know if you really like somebody. Torrance, let me help you and the people.
Oh, sure.
The number one rule is to know if you really, really like somebody.
Okay.
Is if after you just had sex, either person, you or them, go to the bathroom butt naked and you look at them, walk away. If you still like what you see, post nut, butt naked, you like them. I'm trying to tell you that's the rule. If I'm busted, I'm in the bed loose, just out of it, drooling,
so
limp,
stupid.
And you walk out the bed. You look, and the lights is on. I see butt naked. Damn, she still fucking look good. I like her. I like him. Whatever.
My threshold is
hair fucked up, sweating, hot. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm looking every time.
I want you. Yeah, I guess so. I don't mind if we lay here for a little bit. We can lay here for a little bit.
Yeah, we can lay there for a little bit. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Yo, that's
what I mean.
after.
That's thing.
After you go to the back, because if she's responsible, she's going to pee within the 5-10 minutes, or else I'm like, I almost cussed. Go piss. What do you take care of your coochie, please?
Please shut the hell up.
I'm an adult. I'm 33.
You're killing me.
Torrance.
You're murdering me right now. You're killing me. If she's responsible, you're killing me. You're killing me right now. You're killing me, bro.
You're not gonna pee, girl. Go pee.
I will. I will say. Back to the fucking question. Damn.
I know. I'm sorry. This is a podcast that we investigate.
I think the biggest challenge with long distance, and is it worth it? I think obviously the biggest challenge is like proximity, but I actually don't mind long distance. I like my space. I like
me too. I love
my things. So if I don't, and I'm busy. So you mean to tell, and I don't really have $350 each week in additional expenses for the things and activities that we want to plan and do throughout the week, as you live around the corner. You live just around the way. And we want to go to dinner, and we want to go out to this park, and we want to go to this museum, and then we want to get ice cream after, and then we want to go to the coffee shop, and we want to sit, and we want to do this. Oh, and then we want to go to that play. Remember that play we was talking about?
This is a specific, but I think specifically for creatives, right? There's a good amount of creatives, even if you're relatively successful, there's still ups and downs. There's a very few percent of creatives that have so much money consistently that they don't have to think about money in a certain way, because your bills go up, expenses go up, you're on tour, you're not on tour, whatever. So I think if I'm with you, I'm really with you, we can meet each other where we're at. So the benefit of being not long distance, especially as a creative, is, look, ideal situation for me, I got a show, you got a show, or you're in a studio, I got a show. I'm writing. You at the studio. You coming off tour. I'm coming off tour. Whatever. Boom, 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 boom. I land at 10:30. Your house is on the way. I can just sleep there tonight. Boom. All right, bet. I'll have some food when you get here type shit. Or we both out. I got a show here. Come meet me here. Then we can go home together. Boom. We both hustling. So you can kind of meet each other where we're at legit locally, but also
I understand
financially. And in that quality time doesn't always have to be an expensive, a price tag. Like we can, we live in LA or you live in LA. I mean, I love a beach date, nigga. We just drive out to the beach, get, some snacks, some food, whatever.
I'm not disagreeing.
$25.
I'm not disagreeing with you at all. What I'm saying is what makes long distance beautiful for me is the check-in, the intentionality, the communication, how intensely, how real we have to lock in on that in order for us to sustain what we have. When we do see each other, it is magical. It is glorious. It is a special thing. And again, for me, the only way that I will do a long distance relationship if I know that there is a potential end date for that experience, right? Like that's the only way that I will engage in a long distance sort of scenario. If it's like, oh yeah, my plan is to do this, or me, I'm like, my plan is XYZ for us to make sure that we're together, but we're doing this thing, And
it'd probably have to be within like a year. Like, I don't know if I could do more than a year. It has to be like, this is absolutely really likely going to happen. One, but two, I think to your point about the intentionality is being a creative, a full-time creative, a really locked in creative. And I've experienced this. That's why I was like kind of giggling when this question came up is, all right, now you're coming in town. I haven't seen you in 2-3 weeks, maybe a month, right? You come into town or I come to yours. Now I'm so locked in on wanting to see you, being so intentional. Now I'm low-key dead to my routine for 3-4 days. And that's not good either, right? Like when you're so locked in and so in it.
You mean like burning yourself out with when you do see your partner? You mean like you burn yourself out energy wise?
No, not burnt out. No, I'm missing. I'm having to like remove myself from my usual creative schedule that's making me successful.
Routine. Okay.
So for a perfect example for me, dating someone that's long distance, she comes into town for 3-4 days. I'm happy to see her. I want to spend every second with her. But either I can do that, right? Or I'm still going in my same workload that I do every single day. And there's gaps where I'm going to go to a show for a couple hours, or I got to go meet with somebody for a couple hours. And I'm not being as intentional even when you're here because I still have to follow my dreams. Whereas if I see you every day, it's like I can see you 3 times this week. And maybe one of those days it's a half day. One of those days it's a late night. One of those days it's the full day. But I can kind of still move it and like manufacture my schedule in a way that my work for my career doesn't necessarily suffer. But sometimes I've witnessed it. I've experienced it where it's like, I go out of town and you don't live in New York. I live in New York and I'm a comedian in New York. So I go out of town for 3, 4 to 5 days. I'm away from New York. So now I'm getting people DMing me. Hey, are you around? You want to do a spot real quick? Like I had a situation literally happen last February, where I care about this girl a lot, still do. I was away and I had like 3 DMs about like, oh, you want to do a spot? Are you around? Whatever type shit. And then like it bothered me in a way that was very problematic because I'm like, damn, I'm so close to my dreams and I'm like putting those to a side to like go see this young lady who I care about, but it's not conducive to my career.
Well, yes. I mean, that's just relationship in general. Relationship requires that level of, relationship will require that level of sacrifice to some degree for you to maintain both of those things. So for example, like if I'm taking a trip, if I'm going to visit, whoever in another state or another manager. Place. Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, I'm locked in over there for XYZ. Time. And then things are happening, whatever. I'm here. I'm going to be here. Yes, there's a shoulda, coulda, wouldas that exist. Or I'm just going to say, fuck it, I'm not going to do this anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a level of, I don't think you can have your cake and eat it too, the way that you're making it sound like long distance is going to be this like super big, like, oh, now you long distance. I'm away from the city and now I'm missing all these great opportunities. That could have been my next thing. That could have been my this. That could have been my that. I think it's a very like, narrow-minded way of thinking when it comes to being like, this could have been this could have been that, this could have been that. Especially if the relationship is worth it to me. Worth it for the extent of having time spent away from what you do and then going and then coming back, right? Because it's not like, you know.
I just disagree. I think that I've experienced it. I think stand-up is also slightly different to where it's in person.
Sure.
Like if I was a songwriter, then you pull up to fucking Bali. You have a MPC. You're making beat. Whatever your guitar. You can write. You can like make demos. You can still work wherever at times if you're recording. If you're for the right person. Stand-up is an in-person thing, and sure, I can sit there and say I'll just edit for the week straight and kind of be productive. But I think just in general, oftentimes, one, I'm removing myself from a physical space that I want to be in and should be in, and that's of my own doing. Two, since I have such limited time, I care about you so much, I genuinely don't even want to leave your fucking site. You know what I'm saying? Like this scenario, I was dating a girl, I booked a couple of shows while I was there, so I didn't feel as bad that trip because it was like, at least I'm doing stuff here in the city. But I still felt bad because I'm trying to build myself in my career in this space. And not to say this girl didn't and still doesn't have my back and have care, but in that same sentence, that same person you're pursuing long distance, it could end, right? And then now we look back and say, the past year, 2 years, 3 years, I've hedged a lot of my energy towards this person. We're no longer together, and I've neglected my actual hopes and dreams. This isn't like a job. This is like my actual calling that I feel like is my life calling.
And again, I feel like that's just any kind of engaging with anybody, like dating anyone, right? Like, and yes, the ideal scenario is it's another creative and they're super understanding of how this, but that's just not always the case.
Entrepreneurial, someone that just.
For sure, but that's not always the case. It's like, all right, well, you've been doing this for, there will always be this compromise, right? In the collaboration of it all, right? In the midst of the collaboration, there will still be moments of compromising that have to exist, whether long distance or in person. So I get it when you're saying there are certain types of, I think it can work for some creatives, but not all creatives, right? Where long distance
lends itself a little easier.
Lends itself a little bit easier to that experience. But like I said, my perspective of it is that there will always be a bit of compromise / in the midst of the collaboration, in the midst of this is the game plan that we worked out, right? But then somebody feels some kind of way, emotions are involved. So now I want to see you. Something happened, life happened, and now you need to drop your it's just life is so unpredictable in that way that I don't think it's really such a fix just to have somebody in person, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think as a creative entrepreneur or whatever, so for me, that's the two buckets, creative or entrepreneur. Their life is not always going to be, I'm here at the office every day, right? So you might have a project that takes you, you're an actress and you're filming in New Mexico or Toronto or whatever for 3-4 months, whatever. Mm-hmm. I get that. And that's a different conversation. That's exciting. That's great. Time apart, but fine. That's almost the space you need to fucking re-up and lock in and communicate and fall in love with each other, all that kind of shit. Yeah. That's a different conversation. Yeah. I just think in specifically too, sensitively when you're in the buildings point of it, I need every single day, 25 hours a day to whether it be going forward or just resting my brain from going forward every single day.
I get it.
So I just think anytime you're just totally cutting yourself out from those dreams for a fourth or fifth of the month, sometimes can feel a little draining. I'm not gonna lie, it can feel tough, especially when you have the option.
Especially if it's every month.
Yeah, and kind of if I'm with you, I'm gonna want to see you at least every 2-3 weeks. Hopefully, if I'm in a committed relationship with somebody, I'm gonna want to see you no more than every 3 weeks.
I get that.
It gets tough if not. And then talking about expensive. You might, it depends, because you might end up saving money from someone being long distance. Even if you're paying for flight, you find somebody out.
I think so.
You know, whatever. Flight might be $300-400 if you do it in advance. Worst case, but I don't know. It's tough. I want to be able to crack some shit, you know, without you're come over after your show, or I'll come over after my show.
Yeah, that's what sluts do.
So if you're in a committed relationship, you could only fuck somebody every like 5 or 6 weeks.
That's not what I said.
Okay, then. So what you're saying?
I'm saying that you're a slut. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, I'm asking you a question, though, nigga.
And I'm answering it by saying that you're the slut.
I'm just saying, if you're in a long distance relationship, how often do you need to see this person for it to work, nigga?
Oh, I don't know.
Because you're not serious. Because you're gonna be cheating.
Is that what that means?
Because you're gonna be cheating.
No, that's not what that is. Not everybody needs sex every night like you do. It sounds like you need to go see a therapist. Sounds like you need to go talk to someone about your addiction.
You know, how often, Torrance, before we end this fucking podcast, how often do you need to see him?
I'd say for me, it would be like...
Say they live in San Francisco or they live in fucking Vegas.
Okay, Vegas, San Francisco, that's nothing. That's a 4-hour drive. That's a 6-hour drive. Like I could see you every 3 weeks, every 3-4 weeks for sure. If
Vegas
it's a longer trip,
all right, maybe if it's a Vegas is different. San Francisco's like 7 hours. 7. You're not driving to San Francisco.
I drove recently.
Yeah, I mean, well, because you're a whore. But I'm saying that's a lot. To do that on a monthly basis.
To do that I wouldn't say monthly. It wouldn't be a monthly kind of thing.
More than that or less? More
than that. It'd be like maybe, like I say every 6 weeks. See each other every 6, like see each other every 6 weeks.
That's so infrequent to me. 6 weeks?
I get it. It may not. Look, again, I don't. And
you're monogamous the whole time.
I don't crave sex the way that you crave. I know that is something that like you need to have almost every night. And I know we talked about it before we got on the pod.
Bullshit.
You know, I just and yeah, monogamous. I don't need sex all the time.
For you. Cracking every 6 weeks is my meat would explode. This has been dated. This has been dated. If you're still listening at this point, you're a sick fuck. Go touch the grass. And if you listen this far, message me and tell me you're a sick fuck, because this podcast is over. We love you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, all the shit everywhere. And if you are still listening, come to my show May 28th, headlining here in Bushwick, and we'll talk to you next week. Love you.
I'm about to send some people up there too. Yeah, but appreciate y'all.